Rumors are that allegedly Kenyamoore is about to become the highest paid housewife at Bravo. How does she do it? I have some new information that may answer that question and more right after this. What's up, kinfolk? And welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, do me a favor and subscribe. If you already are subscribed, do me a favor and get notified so you'll know whenever I upload new videos to the channel. All right, kinfolk, come on into the house. We have a lot to talk about, and it centers around rumors that allegedly Kenya is about to become the highest paid housewife at Bravo. How does she do it? I have some new information that may answer that question and more, and here it goes. Rumors are that with the exit of Kandi from the Real Housewives of Atlanta franchise, Kenya has become the highest paid housewife at the network. Allegedly, said the source, Kenya was offered a huge payday to return to lead the franchise into its next phase. Such a huge payday suggests that producers and the network see great value in Kenya and her role as a housewife. Kenya is great for TV and great for the franchise. The source said that she understands how to produce the other ladies and how to keep her own storyline fresh, something that the producers and the network really value. The source continued, Kenya knows that she has a lot riding on her shoulders and that the network and producers are going to want to see results. But will she be able to deliver those results and justify a huge salary? Well, absolutely, said a Real Housewives of Atlanta insider. Kenya has been playing a huge role in the success of the franchise, both past and present. Also, what producers and the network allegedly like the most is how fiercely Kenya defends the franchise in public. There isn't a more loyal housewife at the network than Kenya. Another source said Kenya will be well worth her huge salary because of her commitment to the show. She has always put the franchise over her own agenda and knows how to work well between the show and her own personal goals. Also, with Kandi exiting the show, the talent budget had more than enough money to spread around to Kenya and the eventual newbies. And fans also agree that Kenya's alleged huge payday is worth it. One fan said, now as the most senior housewife on the show, Kenya now deserves the money that comes with such a huge demand and title. Another fan said, Kenya is perfect to lead the franchise and shouldn't sell herself cheap. I'm sure Miss Kenyamoore Haircare made the right boss moves behind the scenes at the negotiation table. And sources agree that Kenya is more than deserving of being the highest paid housewife at Bravo because she has proven herself time and time again as the glue that holds the franchise together. Now, kinfolk, this is some information that, along with some other news that I've been getting over from the weekend about the eventual reboot of the Real Housewives of Atlanta franchise, as it involves salary and salary negotiations. Now, kinfolk, the first part of this rumor that I absolutely agree with, and I don't see it being too hard to believe, is this. You know, it's not hard to believe that Kenya will probably become the highest paid housewife at Bravo. When I look at all the other franchises, I think that Kenya is the most senior veteran housewife across the entire franchise. I think now with the exit of Kandi, she has been on the show consecutively longer. However, I think that may be some point of contentions with Teresa. But however, I don't find it hard to believe that she would become the highest paid housewife at Bravo. I mean, speaking of Teresa, on her show, she has a lot of more principal cast members, like with Melissa, who is probably garnering an equal amount of money as Teresa is doing. However, with Kenya in Atlanta, She doesn't have another housewife who would be, garnering as much money as she probably will be, even with Portia coming back, because Portia has been gone for so long, and Kenya has been that constant presence with the franchise. So it's not that hard for me to believe that she would probably become the highest paid housewife at the network. Some people feel that, in talking to my sources, that Kyle Richards may top Kenya, but from what my sources are telling me, that that could be the case. But Bravo and the network are going all in with this new reboot, and they are betting the house on Kenya and Portia to deliver what they have been longing for so many seasons. So it seems as if that, they are willing to back the Brinks truck up to Kenya's front door just so she can come back and help make that magic that she was known for, especially when she first came to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, kinfolk, the next part of this rumor that I do find that is very likely about this new development when it comes to negotiations and all the money that's involved with, negotiating or renegotiating your salary. And the most believable or other believable aspect about this rumor is this. With Kandi leaving the franchise, the money is just simply there. The same thing goes. The same analogy is pretty much, or the same situation can be seen in other franchises. Let's take Beverly Hills, for example. You have Kyle, and you also have, let's say Kyle and when Lisa were both from the show. So when Lisa and Kyle both from the show, everyone believed that Lisa was making the most money, and Kyle came in second. And so when Lisa left, that freed up a lot of more money for them to give to Kyle to lead the show. And my sources believe this is the same thing that's at play in Atlanta. However, the difference between Lisa and Kandi is that allegedly Kandi was being paid more than Lisa when she was at Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So in turn, there's more money to spread around to the other housewives, Kenya being one of them. And also, this is a big task that the network and producers are allegedly asking of Kenya to pretty much lead the franchise. Now, Kenya's warding up to the task, I believe, and I feel like she would do an amazing job. But however, like one fan said, Kenya probably did not sell herself cheap at the negotiations table. And she's been very vocal about how hard it is to produce other ladies who just don't have the chops to be on the franchise. And my sources have said, and we talked about this, that the producers really took that to account when she did her interview with Carlos King. And it made them really think about, we can have a great housewife, but this is an ensemble cast. And a great housewife is only as good as the fellow housewives who are surrounding her. So my sources feel like Kenya probably definitely made a good play for this huge payday, and that she is rightfully deserving of it simply because of the huge task that she's going to have in front of her. Now, kinfolk, the next part of this rumor that I do kind of find concerning for Kenya is this. I do feel like this huge payday is going to somewhat be a lot for Kenya. I think that she can handle it, but it seems as if I'm more concerned about, what twists and turns they're going to throw her way. Now, in a perfect world, I think they may pull a Giselle and allow Kenya to produce the ladies while protecting her at the same time. But that's not Kenya in her element. Like, Kenya's one of those housewives who does not need protection. Kenya's much like Nene. She can stand 10 toes down for herself. You can put Kenya on one side of a couch and all the other housewives on the other side of the couch, and she can go toe to toe with each and every last one of them. So I don't want them to protect Kenya a lot. I want them to allow Kenya to go in there and do her thing, because she's very smart when it comes to producing her own narrative and also helping to produce the other ladies to get organic drama. Now, kinfolk, with that being said, if they do go the route of kind of protecting Kenya, just using her as a person who, or as one would think as a producer plant, then I hope it's done in a very organic way and not in a very just like half done way. And I don't want Kenya's reputation to become sullied, because Kenya, again, she is very in your face. She's very direct. And that is a part of her brand. And that is what makes her Kenya. And that's what makes her the perfect housewife to lead the franchise. So I do want them to, allow Kenya to be Kenya, but it's still kind of concerning because I feel like they may not allow her to be Kenya full throttle, or for the sake of not, scaring away any newbies, or they may not allow Kenya to be full throttle because they just want her there to produce the drama and not be the drama. So, kinfolk, that aspect of how Kenya is going to lead is very concerning. It's going to be interesting to play out. But, kinfolk, I want to know what you believe. If you are to believe this rumor that Kenya is about to become the highest paid housewife at Bravo, do you think the money is worth it, or do you think that it's not worth it? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, kinfolk, as always, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys over in the next one. Peace.